In this video, I'm going to review a trade alert that we sent for Marriott. It was part of our options trade alert service here at Stock Market Guides, and it was just sent this morning. And so you can see it calls for the May 17th expiration, the $217.50 strike price, and it's calling to buy a call option. And it's a 3-day trade where the trade duration is intended to last 3 days. And this right here, this is kind of the bread and butter of our service. We show you how has this trade performed historically according to our back testing research process. And this is what allows people to make informed trading decisions. So you can see here that we posted this alert at 9:39 a.m. Eastern time. And I'm going to just show you how it turned out. So this right here, this is the chart for Marriott, and this particular one was based on buying at support, and it's kind of under a certain type of condition. But you can see here that this is a prior bar that kind of established some support here. It occurred on the day where they announced their earnings, and then this bar over here, it kind of comes down and it gets to that support level. And buying at support, does it work? Does it not work? Well, as you can see from this trade alert, in this particular case for Marriott, in this situation where the specific conditions of our particular support strategy were met, this is how it's performed historically. And so this right here, it called for a trade entry at 9:39 a.m. Eastern time, which is 6:39 a.m. Pacific time, where I'm filming this. And so down here, this is the 1-minute chart, and this is the daily chart. And so you can see, again, this today it came down and got near the support level, and that's why a trade alert was sent. Now, if you look down here at the 1-minute chart, you can kind of see where exactly, because this is kind of a big price bar. So, there's a question of where exactly was the trade alert sent, at what price point, and it was at 6:39 a.m., which is right here. So if you look at this, this 231.17. I mean, it was right near the bottom of this candle. I mean, the timing turned out really well on this one, and you can see what it's done since then. So if the entry was right around here, you can see it's gone obviously up since then. And this is just an hour and a half later here in the day. And you can see here, of course, right after this, then it went up. And so this is one of those cases where it responded to the support level in a way that turned out to be profitable for anybody who considered taking this trade. Let's look, in fact, at the actual options chain right now. So it was the May 17th expiration, the 217.5 call. And so here's the 217.5 call. We're on the May 17th expiration. And you can see the bid and ask, it's 1710 for the bid. This is the bid right here, and this is the ask, 1870. So it's a kind of wide bid and ask. But the midpoint is 1790. And so, the price might be somewhere right around 1790. It's kind of hard to tell when the bid-ask spread is wide, but somewhere in the middle there is what the current, prevailing price is for it. And you can see the optional profit target we have here is 1824. So if you wanted to lock in profits, already just an hour and a half later, this particular trade is already kind of in that zone. Now, if you wanted to follow in lockstep with the back-tested approach, which is pretty formulaic, algorithmic type of approach, you would not actually lock in the profit here. You could, if that's one of the options that you have. You make the call on what you want to do with these trades, and you could just lock in the profit, take the risk off the table, and be done with the trade. But if you wanted to follow in lockstep with the actual prescribed trading approach that these backtest results are based on, you would hold this position until May the 14th, which is a couple more trading days from now, and close it right when the market opens. So that's our Marriott trade alert. That's an example of how it worked, and an example of one that worked out well, or at least has worked out well so far. If you have any questions about our trade alert service, or just about the market in general, you can contact us anytime. Our email address is support@ stockmarketguides.com.